Friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Hako and I just got done editing my full in-depth Miyabi guide, and that ended up being slightly over half an hour. And I realized not everybody's gonna sit and watch something like that for half an hour. So as a challenge to myself to see how well I know Miyabi and like my teaching methods, I'm gonna attempt to give you a Miyabi guide in less than 3 minutes, so I'm shaving off 90% of my full guide. But if you want to see a full explanation for every conclusion I come to, link is in the description to the full guide. Alright, let's get to it. Miyabi is an anomaly agent. She is the only frost agent in the game. Frost, for all intents and purposes, is ice, basically. And she differentiates from other anomaly agents. She wants crit rate, crit damage rather than anomaly mastery and anomaly proficiency. And you want to reach 80% crit rate to get the max out of her core skill, so always aim for that. Miyabi has a special resource called Fallen Frost. These charges are expended by doing her basic attack Shimotsuki. You hold her basic attack, she grabs the hilt of her sword and she starts charging. You can charge this up to 3 levels, each level costing 2 stacks of Fallen Frost. So we need a full stack of 6 in order to like power this move up to its max. And you should always do this on the max because this one hits harder than her ultimate. And there are 4 ways to gain Fallen Frost. You get 1 every time Miyabi inflicts Frostburn on an enemy. You get 2 every time someone in the team triggers a disorder. You get 2 every time you do an EX special attack, and her EX special can be chained twice, just like Ellen's. So if you have double the energy, you can press it twice, and that will net you 4 Fallen Frost, although you never want to overcap on Fallen Frost. As soon as you get 6 of them, you want to switch to Miyabi and do her fully charged up Shimotsuki. And we get 3 Fallen Frost by doing her ultimate, and the ultimate also gives Miyabi a big increase to her ice damage. It gives her a 30% increase for 12 seconds. As for Miyabi's drive disc, the 4-piece branch and blade song is a really good option. It really helps out hitting the 80% crit rate threshold. Another easier accessible option that we had since the beginning is a 4-piece polar metal accompanied by 2-piece woodpecker electro. And 2-piece woodpecker is across the board kinda generally the best to help us reach the 80% threshold. As for the W engines, her own signature one is of course gonna be her best one. After that it is the fusion compiler, and after that it is Piper's one, the roaring ride. And as for the stats we're looking for, we want attack percentage on 6, pen ratio on 5, and crit rate or crit damage on disc 4. Substats, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. Her best teams are gonna be teams that includes other anomaly agents. Yanagi is her absolutely best teammate. She can also work well with a Bernese team, and she's quite flexible, but the very best teams include Yanagi. Rina is also a very good teammate for Miyabi. Miyabi can also benefit of Lighter's buff if you can make that work. As for Miyabi's mindscapes, the first and second ones are absolutely freaking insane. Both of them are insanely good. She doesn't need them to work, but if you can get your hands on them, that's gonna be a massive boost to her. And whenever there's a new enemy in combat, you always want to inflict them with Miyabi's Frost first, because after they're Frost bitten, the next teammate will have an easier time applying their anomaly. A good opener is going in, using her full attack string combo, her EX special attack, and then basic attacks until the enemy is frostbitten. After that, full Shimotsuki. After that, you switch to her next teammate to trigger disorder. And after that, you want to be taking turns with your other anomaly agents, so they take turns in applying their attribute anomaly. Alright everybody, I'm gonna edit that up, and I hope we manage to make it under 3 minutes. Honestly, this is a fun challenge, and like I said, this is just the crash course for anybody that doesn't want to sit through the entire guide. But if you, the viewer, you want to sit through the entire guide, link to that one is in the description. And I hope you enjoy this. If you enjoy this a little bit more like speed running guides, do let me know and I'll make sure to make more of them. It's a challenge for me to like, you know, kind of put my test of my knowledge of the character to the test. And all of my testing, all you've seen, is recorded from the creator beta server, so, you know, prone to change. But if anything changes, I'll adjust it accordingly and I'll tell you about it. Alright, if you want to see more stuff Zenless, stick around the channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out. If